Hello, everyone. Coming up here on the Pro Wrestling Show, present the SmackDown Ring Report. As you see right here, Santos Esbar takes on Rey Mysterio. Student versus teacher. Rey Mysterio's been a mentor to Santos, but Santos stands in Rey's way. Which one of these two men will earn themselves a United States Championship match against Austin Theory within 2 weeks? We'll talk about it coming up. Also, too, a lot else going on as well. We want to talk about this on Pro Wrestling Show. Jey Uso, if we can find Jey Uso, if we can find Jey, can we find Jey, please? Jey Uso calls out his cousin Roman. We'll get to that as well, too. Jey Uso making his presence felt after he's going to have the biggest match in his career at SummerSlam. We'll talk about it coming up with Roman Reigns. All this and more with a Pro Wrestling Show. Present the SmackDown Ring Report. It starts right everyone, welcome to this edition of the Pro Wrestling Show. I'm your host as always, Kid Dix here. Glad you can join us here on the Pro Wrestling Show. Join in the conversation using the hashtag Pro Wrestling here on Connect TV and our social platforms as well. Like I said, this was a SmackDown Ring Report that was so-so, but it really didn't provide a lot going on tonight. But hey, we're here. Join in that conversation using the hashtag Pro Wrestling here on Connect. And don't forget to subscribe. Subscribe is caring. Tell a friend, call a friend, hit that subscribe button so you won't miss a thing here on the Pro Wrestling Show. All right, let's get to it. As you see right here, we'll talk about a little bit later on in the show. Santos Esbar versus Rey Mysterio. We'll get there in a minute. So hey, stick around and watch what we do here on the Pro Wrestling Show. All right, we're gonna get things started with this. Jey Uso. Jey, if we can find Jey right quick. Jey Uso, Jey and Roman had their segment tonight here. We're highly anticipating their match at SummerSlam. Tribal combat between these two men. Undisputed champion Roman Reigns defends this championship against Jey, his cousin. We know Jey and Roman. Jey is the only man to defeat Roman in WWE as the tribal chief and as the big dog. So Roman Reigns doesn't have Jey's number. Roman Reigns having Jey Uso having the belly on his back, talking a lot. Well, we know Roman and Jey had their confrontation tonight. And I think the signs are pointing that Jey and Roman will have their match at SummerSlam, and it's going to be a damn good one. I mean, main event Jey Uso, who can forget 3 years ago at Night Champions to start up this match, Jey Uso and Roman had a match. Jey Uso was really was sweating Roman, but now Jey Uso making be his own made man. He has a chance of a lifetime to take the championship away from Roman. And I think Roman Reigns could be in trouble, if you get my drift, on what's going on with him. I think Roman has to figure out a way how he's going to defeat his cousin Jey, this tribal combat. So that means the championship is online, and Roman's status as tribal chief is online. So a lot at stake at SummerSlam between this match. So hopefully we'll get that coming up for you eventually, sooner rather than later, at SummerSlam. So hey, well, we know Roman and Jey had their little confrontation. Well, Jay went to the back and got confronted by Grayson Waller. Grayson Waller trying to throw pot shots. I think when you hate that when folks try to throw pot shots at you, and you kind of like you're not gonna entertain that. I think Jay was not entertaining that faction and stuff. And I think Jay issued a challenge, and Jay had got Adam Pearce to make a match between him and Grayson Waller for later on tonight at the main event for SmackDown. So we'll get to see that match coming up as well. So hey, we'll get to see that match. Well, we get to talk about this match. It was the number one. Who's gonna challenge Austin Theory for the coveted United States Championship? A lot of seekers and stuff, as you see right here. LWO members: Santos Esbar, Rey Mysterio as the inspirational leader of the group, and Santos Esbar following right in his footsteps. WWE, like I said, I want Santos to win. Santos could be a babyface, and that's what they're doing. They're making Santos a proud babyface of his heritage and his people. And Santos Escobar could represent being the predecessor to Rey Mysterio. Everyone thought that Dominic Mysterio was going to be the predecessor, but that wasn't the case. Dominic is not going to be the predecessor, not yet, but who knows? Well, we get this match of a lifetime. Both of them fought each other when Santos was a heel. Now Santos a babyface, standing proud and tall for his heritage and his people. Getting a shot of a lifetime against Rey Mysterio for who's going to win, getting a shot at the coveted United States Championship. Well, as you saw right here, the match was kind of good at first, you know. As you see right here, Santos. We show Santos and Rey battling out for the U.S. Championship. A battle of nutrition, I'll say that right now, between Santos and Rey. Santos and Rey pulling on the stops to who's going to emerge victorious in their match. And Santos, like I said, Santos a proud Mexican, Mexican that stands for his people. We know last week on SmackDown, Austin Theory was not feeling it whatsoever. Theory felt like he was being disrespected. I don't think Santos was trying to disrespect him and stuff in no type of form or fashion. But we kind of know now that Rey Mysterio took that whatever that move called that Oyasita or something like that. I forgot, the jumping aerial attack. Rey kind of felt a little bit everyone felt concerned. We don't know if it was a work or a shoot or this was legit or what. Rey Mysterio took the hit and took the brunt of it. Rey Mysterio losing gracefully to Santos. Santos won the match, but Santos will get the opportunity next week. As you see right here, Santos Escobar praising Rey Mysterio for his match and stuff. Santos getting the opportunity of a lifetime. Santos in 2 weeks will challenge Austin Theory for the United States Championship. I just hope they, I guess they won it off of Theory. A lot of people are kind of mad and upset that they didn't put it off on the right person to take the U.S. Championship away from. I think the U.S. Championship, a lot of people are saying the hat was on the hand that this man right here, LA Knight, should be challenging for the United States Championship. Unfortunately, LA is not going to be challenging. We will have to wait and see on that. But Santos getting the opportunity of a lifetime, challenging for the coveted United States Championship. So Santos Escobar will get his shot at the coveted U.S. title in 2 weeks on SmackDown. looking forward to seeing that. I'm surprised they didn't even do it for the U.S. title in Detroit, but that's a different story. But Santos Escobar at the U.S. Championship next week. Looking forward to seeing that match. But yeah, the Santos and stuff. Santos being able to get the opportunity to fight them. So, and a big opportunity getting the coveted United States Championship away from here. So we'll get to see that match as well next week. Well, we spoke about LA Knight. LA Knight getting his shot. See right here, LA Knight. He wants a shot at the U.S. Championship, but he's getting denied his shot at the U.S. title. Well, we know we know there at SummerSlam there will be a battle royal, and this we call the SummerSlam battle royal. They just making up shit as they go. I don't know why, but they want to do that, so they want to put the odds on out like that. The SummerSlam Battle Royal. LA Knight wants to be a part of the SummerSlam Battle Royal. Like this man as well, Sheamus, who know a thing or two about winning Battle Royals. He won the Royal Rumble nearly 12 years ago. Nearly what? Yeah, 12 years ago. He won the Royal Rumble. But we'll see. LA Knight, he coming fresh off his win from Ashanti the Adonis from Hit Row. I kind of figured they was gonna put them in the some sort of fashion. LA Knight gaining him some momentum. I think they just want to put LA Knight in the show and to get that momentum. The momentum should have been him against Theory for the US Championship, but they didn't want to do that. But hey, to each his own. LA Knight had an opportunity. I don't know what WWE is thinking, but hey, thinking, you know how that be. But LA Knight could get his opportunity of a lifetime. He could shine at SummerSlam. The only time will tell. They say they got big plans ahead waiting for him after SummerSlam. So I'm wondering what those big, huge plans is. I know it's going to be for the U.S. title. They just don't want to put the rocket on him and let him scrap the rocket on him and go with it. But I understand Santos getting the opportunity, but hopefully LA Knight gets his shot at the US title, whoever wins between Santos and Theory. Can we show Santos and Theory, please? There you go. Santos and Theory. So we're looking forward to seeing that match. Well, we know this. These two women right here, these two phenomenal women, these two athletic women, these two fine women, Bianca Belair and Charlotte Flair, made an appearance on SmackDown. They were tag team partners. Could they coexist before their big match at SummerSlam? These two women will be part of that historic triple threat match at SummerSlam against Asuka. We're looking forward to seeing that match. Anxiously awaiting that match coming up. We just know Charlotte has her thing. We know that at SummerSlam, like I said, it's going to be a triple threat match. Bianca, Charlotte, and Asuka for the coveted WWE Women's Championship at SummerSlam. These two women going to really beat the holy, what out each other. But we'll get to see that at SummerSlam. Well, they teamed up tonight. Charlotte in her robe, as always. Charlotte with the robe as well. Charlotte looking like the 14-time champion coming out there with grace, style, and elegance, and somewhat of a cheating mentality. Well, Charlotte, Spirit, Chelsea Green, like I said, they just calling the women's tag team champions hogwash. But they got the job done. Charlotte won for a team by blind tag, and Bianca did all the work, but Charlotte tried to take all the glory and shine away from Bianca. Bianca's watching her back, but they was kind of arguing back and forth. But Ain't gonna be no argument between these two women at SummerSlam when these two women have to want to tear each other apart. We'll see that match at SummerSlam heading our way between them two against Asuka for the coveted WWE Women's Championship at SummerSlam. Also, too, there was more action tonight. Like we said, we showed you this. We meant to show you this. Um, they're just doing the women's tag team titles wrong. Chelsea Green and what's her name? Sonya Deville. They're just being jokes with the tag team titles. Hopefully, they will take the women's tag team championship a little bit more serious than they do. But that's just here nor there. All right, we told you this. We told you last week. The Street Profits this week met with Bobby Lashley. I guess Bobby Lashley is courting them to be part of the new Hurt Business. He's not saying the Hurt Business, but you can tell it's the Hurt Business. Is he courting the Street Profits? What's this going to lead to? The Street Profits finally turn dirty and finally get some cojones and move on. I know Martez Ford said in the interview he wants to be WWE champion, but Angelo Doc said he don't want to take away Montez's opportunity and Montez get the opportunity. Montez really holding himself back. So really, he holding himself back. You holding him back, and his wife holding him back. That's how that's going to go. But the Hurt Business with Bobby Lashley looks and compelling for them to get a new lease, something different. So hopefully we're gonna probably pay attention to see what's going on. We'll go from there. And sometime just have Oscar had a segment. Oscar had a segment with Io Sky. Oscar told Io Sky and warned her, if you try to cash in on me at SummerSlam, you will regret it. Io didn't feel no threat. Io Sky wants to show Oscar that she could probably cash in. You probably will see a new women's champion. It probably will be perhaps Io Sky. End of SummerSlam before SummerSlam goes off air. Bailey still having her problems. Bailey having her problems with Chauncey. Chauncey continues to stalk and prey on Bailey. I think Bailey's kind of feeling the effects and stuff on how she's gonna go. So only time will tell on that one. So hey, we'll see and catch up on that. Also too was in action. Karrion Kross was in action. Karrion Kross was in action tonight. Kross was in action against Carl Anderson. I mean, it wasn't nothing new. We knew Karrion was gonna win. Karrion won against Carl Anderson, putting him down with the cross jacket to get the win. Karrion Kross, he should be a bigger star than what he is. I don't know what they're doing, but it's not working. I mean, WWE Triple H could tell him all the promises, but he gonna have to really get out of WWE because they're not doing them well. They brought him in for shot value, and they're not doing them with him. So it's just kind of messed up to me. But hey, it is what it is. Speaking of that, we saw this was the main event. The main event was tonight's main event. Show you the main event. We told you earlier that we told you Jey got confronted by Grayson Waller. Grayson Waller said Jey don't have what it takes. Jey slapped the taste out of Grayson Waller's mouth after what Jey had Jey confronted his cousin Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns taking it in with the incentive and stuff. I can say that right now with the incentive. But Jey took on Grayson Waller in a match. Grayson Waller showing Jey everything he needed to know. Grayson Waller taking it to Jey with a side headlock. The headlock was a side of it and stuff. But we saw it. and we saw it indeed for Jay. But Roman Reigns wanted to get a closer look, and he did go to get a closer look. As you see right here, Roman tried to watch from intently from behind behind his locker room to the front of his locker room. Paul Heyman nosing with the tribal chief necklace. Roman with his championship belt. So Roman's not going to be showing the other championship belts. Those belts have been retired now, merged as that one championship belt. So Roman with the gold title and stuff, circulating and stuff. Um, Roman Reigns hit see right here, hit the spear. Roman came out there and delivered. Well, Jey delivers a spear. So Jey delivers a spear to Roman, but Roman had backup. You can see Roman with the backup. See where Roman with the backup right quick. Roman had Solo coming out there to spike his brother Jey. Solo came out there to do the dirty work of Roman. And Roman Reigns showing Jey that he won't be leaving SummerSlam with his goal. So there's a lot of tension going on between them. And that tension could fester at SummerSlam, as Roman could be walking out double champion. So there could be the possibility at SummerSlam. We could see that being the case. You see right here, Roman right here ending SmackDown with his cross from Jey doing what he did. So there could be a statement, Roman with the tribal chief symbol and with Jey. So we could see that being a possibility. That could be all that he wrote. All right. That ends the SmackDown Ring Report. We're going to move forward to Wrestling Hot Topics. On Wrestling Hot Topics, we're talking about this. Mr. McMahon, the executive chairman of WWE, underwent surgery for a spinal issue. Mr. McMahon feeling a little bit better. So Mr. McMahon wish him a speedy recovery. What he did, but he's probably still doing creative at home. Some way, somehow. You know how Vince is. So how Vince won't shy away. Also, too, Eddie Kingston. We'll talk about this. He went to Ribeira's. He went to Ribeira's to get something to eat and got the Ribeira's jacket. So, good for Eddie Kingston. Well, we know this Samoa Joe. He's going to be part of the Twisted Metal. Twisted Metal was a video game. And now Samoa Joe will be part of Twisted Metal on Peacock. We'll get a deep dive on that. So, yes, that's it. To me, who was the breakout star for tonight? The breakout star was, through all means, was Santos Escobar. Santos could be leaving in 2 weeks as the new U.S. champion. So they're building Santos up as the new U.S. champion, as the new babyface Latino star. So that's the only time we'll tell on that. LA Knight getting a good pop, a big reaction. So LA Knight getting his stuff in. I know how that be what the case is tonight. All right. I guess that's gonna do it for the SmackDown Ring Report. We'll have Collision tomorrow night, plus to the aftermath of the Great American Bash as well. We'll have that as well coming up on the video and stuff. We'll probably predict the outcome and stuff throughout the Great American Bash. All right. Thank you all for watching this edition of the Pro Wrestling Show presents the SmackDown Ring Report. I've been your host, Kendrick Dixon, and so long. Thank you for watching the Pro Wrestling Show. See you later.